All right, we have a 2021 Toyota 4runner TRD off-road premium, and it's pretty much the same for all 5th gen 4runners. Anyway, needed to take this out. I'd actually dropped this pendant that I got with a friend from a Navajo gentleman, the actual artist, and my friend is no longer with me, so it was important to get that out. This vehicle was originally a rental before I bought it used, and so somebody had spilled something in here, so didn't worry about it. The vehicle ran great, does wonderful off-roading. My biggest issue is there's plenty of videos on how to do this. My thing was I had WeatherTech floor liners, and they do kind of sit up high and they would catch as I was trying to take it out. So made sure I took those out first. It's probably a good clean since I just got back off-roading several times recently. And wow, there's some random corn nuts that are not mine in here from it being rental too. So we'll take it out. Already retrieved the pendant, clean everything up, get the steam cleaner out, let it dry out. Everybody says make sure you disconnect the battery. However, for me, what I did was I just loosened the posts, and I had to kind of move this seat back and forth to make sure that I could get to the two 14mm bolts. So that's all you're going to need. I used a 14mm deep well and my awesome ratchet here to take those off. You do have these covers to start off with, and they're pretty straightforward. Folks, do yourself a favor, get some of these interior pry tools. Stop using screwdrivers and other metal objects to break this stuff. It's pretty straightforward. You can just kind of pry up on these and then slide them back. Okay, and then per usual, I just keep everything in order, left and right. And if you forget, they're actually marked left hand and right hand. So as you're sitting in the seat, this would be your left hand one under your left butt cheek. All right. Again, 14mm bolts, pretty straightforward. The torque on these when you want to put them back in is 27 to 30 foot-pounds as best I can tell. So I will be getting the torque wrench because this is a primary safety feature of the vehicle. So once I got everything moved back and forth, I did disconnect the battery. I cannot say that enough. You have airbag systems in here that are totally going to get screwed up if you don't disconnect your battery first. Disconnect your battery at least once you're done moving your seats forward and back if you have the power like I do. All right, then underneath you'll see there's a bunch of, depending on what you have, there's a bunch of connectors, but there's only 3 main ones that you need to worry about. So I've already disconnected them. First one, pretty straightforward. It's spring loaded. So pull the tab towards this white portion and then lift out. Try not to yank on the cables. That drives me nuts as a mechanic as well when people do that. This one was probably my hardest one. I have had hand surgery, so this one was a bit interesting, but basically you're going to push on that portion right there. Push down so it'll release inside there. You can see it moving. Push down at the top, release, gently pull out. Or you may have to wiggle it just a little bit. All right, this one seemed to be the easiest one to deal with, the white one. And you've got just a little white tab that you're going to push down on and then pull up. Please try not to pull up on the wires if you can avoid it, but you can see it moving in there. All right, so again, spring loaded, pull back towards the white portion, lift up, push on the gray one right here, pull up, push down on the white tab right here, gently pull up. If you're struggling like me a little bit, my favorite is to use duckbills and try to use the flattest portion if I need to get extra hand strength to push down on one of the tabs, okay? But again, stop using marring tools. Use the flat part of the duckbills. Needle nose will probably mar at least and may even poke through. All right, then you're gonna go ahead and gently take the seat out. Note you have paint. You have your steering wheel. You have your door. All this kind of stuff can mar. Some people will actually pull this out so they don't. This flat panel, which again, you can use your pry tool and take that out as well, so you can hear it popping. There's a couple more I'm missing here. Let's see. And then you can just lift that piece out. Looks like there's one more in there. But you can go ahead and take that out if you don't want to mar that as well. Okay, and you can also pry up from the outside edge. Okay. Once you're done, just gently take the seat out. I've already got a towel ready to go that I'm going to put this on. One other thing I decided before I disconnected the battery was I was just going to try to center the seat as much over these posts as I could. So, you know, it's almost like a gentle reminder, hey, don't bang in with this because the seat's kind of running into stuff as well. So we'll get that out. And then once I'm done, go ahead and hook my 3 connectors back up. Drop the seat down, of course. Put in the 4 bolts. Torque them down to 27 to 30 foot-pounds. And then I'm going to slide the cover back over, and then I'll connect the battery. One last thing I did not mention. So this is actually hooked in to a little portion of the frame there, this little oval. Okay. For that, just reach to the back side here. There are a couple of tabs. I was actually able to squeeze these. They're not crazy like the electrical connector, so you can just kind of squeeze the front and back of the oval and then just gently pull that out as well. And we'll make sure that's out of the way, especially when the steam cleaner is going to be in here. All right, hope that helps.